The story is brought to us from WSAZ.com out of West Virginia. And this is another story where somebody was shot multiple times by the police and they're questioning it. Now, there is an update to this story where WVVA News received a statement from the West Virginia State Police Captain R.A. Maddie revealing the name of the suspect that was killed in the officer-involved shooting. The West Virginia State Police investigation continues into the officer-involved shooting that occurred on July 6th, the statement says, in Bradley, West Virginia. The suspect has been positively identified as Matthew Scott Jones, 36 years old, of Culpeper, Virginia. And no other information is being released because it's an ongoing and active investigation. But apparently what happened was state police said the armed man shot by police on a busy highway in Bradley died from his injuries. There were initial calls of a suspect fleeing a crash scene off Dry Hill Road in Raleigh County a little before 10 a.m. on July 6th. And the suspect then reportedly stole a truck. Short time later, he was located at Big Lots in Beckley in the stolen truck, according to state police. Now, he refused to stop for officers. Pursuit followed, leading into Fayette County and then back into Raleigh County. And the truck then became disabled on Route 19 in Bradley, where the witness video showed members of law enforcement closing in on the unidentified man, who we know now as Matthew, on Robert C. Byrd Drive as he waved what appeared to be a firearm around before the authorities opened fire on him numerous times. I will put a link, though, below the civilrightslawyer.com. You can see the video there of the actual it does show the shooting. Now, apparently after the pursuit, as we were saying, he was brandishing a handgun, and officers were ordering him repeatedly to drop the gun. And it looked like he was in a bad place mentally. He was threatening suicide, or maybe suicide by cop, putting the gun to his own head. So eventually, one or more officers start shooting the man. He drops to the ground, also dropping to the ground is the man's handgun, which if you watch that video, I've watched it, the handgun, you can see it at his feet as he falls back on the ground. Do they go, okay, hold on, he's incapacitated? No. The police officers' guns continue to fire and continue to impact a limp and incapacitated man lying motionless on the ground. And you can see his gun there. The video then cuts off after a barrage of shots. Now, in the video, you can see that the officers who are firing can see the handgun on the ground, or maybe apparently it looks like they could, because they're still shooting at the gun. And you see them shooting at they're trying to incapacitate the gun, I guess. I don't know. But they keep shooting the man as he rolls over prone, rounds hitting the asphalt, rounds hitting him, hitting his legs, and he's, make sure he's dead. So a lot of people are questioning this, particularly after the Jayland Walker shooting, as to why cops have to keep shooting somebody when he's already incapacitated. Just keep shooting him. Make sure he don't get up. No, he ain't getting up. And in the civilrightslawyer.com link, there are a number of circuit court decisions that you can look at if you want. It refers to them. I'm not going to go over all of them. There's a lot, like Graham versus Connor, Greenridge versus Ruffin, Waterman versus Baton, Brockington versus Boykins. These are all circuit court decisions, and from the various years. And they talk about how these court decisions are affecting what their investigation right now of why these cops shot this guy so many times. Now, a lot of your Blue Line supporters are going to come out and say, well, the guy committed the crime and he did this and he did that. If the police have to enforce the law and arrest an actual lawbreaker. I get it. No, I get it, because we have people in town here that steal property from people that work hard for that stuff. And people go and they steal it so that they can sell it to buy drugs. Or they steal their vehicles overnight. Yeah, we've got dirt bags that live here too, and they need to be arrested, sure. But when a guy's laying on the ground after you shot him, you don't just keep filling the body full of lead. Make sure he don't get up. He could be a threat still as he's laying there like this with blood going all over the concrete. I don't know. A lot of people are going to be on both sides of the fence of this. Let me know where you stand.